All right. This is episode 1 of Boiling Point.
Alright, so you know what? We're just gonna stick with this intro because this is like our fourth or fifth time trying to intro and he still messed it up. I am his co-host, Jonathan.
Yo, this is John, aka DJ John Doe, aka all that.
And it's not just Boiling Point, it is the Boiling Point.
Yeah, man, this is basically our first episode, our first podcast. Basically, with two dudes from Brooklyn that talking sports from our perspective.
And yeah, you know, so this is it's not just gonna be a sports podcast. You know, we're essentially gonna talk about current events. You know, what's going on with music and all that stuff. So you know, stick around. You know, if you're not a big sports fan, you know, maybe we might hit a topic that you know you might like.
And if you don't like it, I hope we don't care.
Yeah,
we're still gonna
honestly,
do it.
Really don't.
I mean, shit.
And if you leave hate in the comments, well, we're not gonna block you because they're actually pretty funny. I love YouTube comments.
Listen, we love haters.
That's it. So yeah, you know, essentially, you know, what should be our first topic of our first ever show?
I mean, what's the first topic? What you want to talk about?
I don't know. I've been getting into this argument with a lot of people, you know, who watch different sports. The Spurs and the Pats, which is the bigger dynasty? Which is more impressive? You know, going, you know, 20 years of winning in the NBA, we have a lot more games, a lot more teams, or possibly in football where, you know, it's a little more unpredictable. You know, I'm gonna pick the Spurs, not just because I am a Jets fan and I hate Bill Belichick and I hate the Pats, but because to do that in basketball is really pretty impressive.
I hate both of them actually. I hate both of them. I wish all of them. I hate all of them. I wish all of them would die. If like the Knicks haven't won a championship since Walt Clyde Frazier had those Converse sneakers.
Well, it's
on.
not their fault that the Knicks are a poorly run franchise.
I mean, listen, the Knicks. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about the Knicks. The Knicks are not even on this. Well, they are, but let's later on the show. But honestly, the Spurs or the Pats. I'd rather have the Spurs because the Spurs are just more consistent. With 20 years of just consistent basketball, playoffs basketball, they draft really well. I hate the Pats; they're a bunch of cheaters. If I ever see anybody from the Pat organization, if I ever saw Tom Brady in the streets, I'm slapping him.
This is a lie. You probably asked for a pair of Uggs.
And then I'm gonna slap him with a pair of Uggs. If I ever saw Bill Belichick, I'm slapping him.
Nah, that yeah, Bill
Brady.
Belichick, I probably yeah. Nah, I might want to smack. I'm not.
I'm smacking.
I'd probably knock him out.
I might even smack him with the Uggs that Tom Brady just gave me.
Nah, I smack Belichick with Tim's.
Yeah,
for not picking New York.
Yeah, son, you gotta get the tan and butter, son. Just straight up Tim's, just straight to the face, boy.
But yeah, so back to the topic. I'd honestly, I think what makes the Spurs more impressive is we don't know what the Patriots are going to be post Tom Brady. Right now, we're seeing what the Spurs are post Tim Duncan. They got Kawhi Leonard. After Tom Brady leaves, who the hell did the Patriots got?
Son, no, but think about look at it this year. In the beginning of the year, they had basically. I don't know. They had their first black quarterback.
That is true. That is true. But that's only for 4 games, man.
Sure, man. That's what they went 3-1, and the Jets went 0 and what they went 0-15 in those 4 games. Man, it's terrible, son. Whatever they're doing up there in Foxborough, it's great. I wish it was in the Meadowlands. Not even the Meadowlands. Sorry. What's that new stadium called?
MetLife Stadium.
Who cares? It's terrible. It's trash. It's trash. That stadium is trash. The Jets is trash. I can't stand Woody Johnson. I wish he would take his baby look. We're not even talking about the Jets right now. We're talking about the Pats and Spurs. I'm going on a rant.
Another thing about the show is we don't know where any topic would take us.
No,
so.
definitely not.
Yeah.
I definitely, if I had to choose about the Pats is a great run organization. They have 4 championships. How many did the Spurs have? 5?
Spurs have 5, Patriots have 4.
Yeah, but I also like the Spurs because they give their players a lot more freedom. They're able to express themselves rather than on the.
I mean, you can't really fault the Pats for that in the sense that basketball allows you to express yourself freely more than football does. I mean, in basketball, you know, after you dunk and a stare down, you're not getting attacked for that, are you?
Sometimes.
That's only if it's excessive. if it's necessary. But I see a lot of guys. You go through LeBron James, for example. This dude, every time he dunks the ball, he always looks into the crowd.
I mean, it's greatness.
with that depth stare.
That's
NFL, you do, you have like what 10, little 5-10 seconds to just do something real quick, and if you go anything over that, that's it, penalty. If you're Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham, fined.
Odell Beckham moonwalking. Son, this dude, son. Who is this dude? Who is Odell Beckham, son? I guarantee nobody thought he would be this nice out of LSU.
I mean, that's pretty much how most wide receivers you feel. I mean, except for guys like Julio Jones, AJ Green. I mean, he was a second round pick.
Who?
Odell. I believe he was a second round pick.
Odell was a first round pick, my guy.
Was he?
He was a first round pick.
Shows how little I know about the Giants.
Yo, he was a first round pick. After he got drafted, he went to the drugstore and bleached his hair. He got some bleach and bleached his hair, and he never looked back since. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened.
All right, so Spurs versus Pats. I'm going Spurs. What about you?
I'm going Spurs too.
Going Spurs too.
I'm
yeah,
definitely going Spurs.
It's just more impressive to me. And if any of you guys disagree, please let us know. Give us a good argument. I'm pretty sure a couple of Patriots fans are going to disagree with us. Spurs fans might love us. But heck, that's how it goes. So,
but hold on, both of them, like Charles Buck said, the Spurs and down in San Antonio got ugly women, so that's probably why they do well. If anybody remembers the Family Matters back on my '80s babies, y'all remember the episode of Family Matters when they were betting on basketball games, and the dude said the way to bet on a winning team, whoever has the ugliest cheerleaders, that's why the Spurs win so much. Because they have the ugliest cheerleaders in the league.
So I didn't see that episode.
I mean, so you're not an 80s baby.
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby.
When Family Matters, when Eddie was betting on games, that's what happened. His boy told him to bet on the team that has the ugliest cheerleaders.
I mean, didn't Charles Barkley say that about the Phoenix Suns cheerleaders now? How they used to be pretty and good looking, now they ugly?
Yo, man, but after Charles Barkley left and D'Antoni came in, they were way better. 60 plus wins? Man, come on, man. 2 MVPs.
That's I still don't get how the hell does that team not win a championship? It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Because they didn't play defense. Like they didn't have a half court system in order to beat the Spurs.
That's true.
So
yeah, there we go. And that's pretty much, Spurs versus Pats.
So we say both of us said Spurs. If you say Pats, tell us what you think. Tell us if you think it's the Pats, let us make an argument for that. If you think the Spurs, tell us that. If you're just hating, let's get out of here, man. What you talking about, man? But Knicks all day.
All right. So speaking of the Knicks and Nets, let's go to the Knicks first. Now, currently the 3rd seed, looking good. My brother might be right on his prediction.
I think they're the 5th.
You guys will be my brother soon.
Sure.
JoJo, he's a young artist. He's the JoJo, not Joel Embiid JoJo. That's that fake JoJo in Philly.
Nah, JoJo. He's the ultimate Knicks fan.
Just to give you guys a little taste of the type of Knicks my brother is.
Pause.
He last week this kid told me Brandon Jennings is an all-star. Now he has all-star potential. Now he came in the league. People thought he might be an all-star. He says, as of right now, Brandon Jennings is an all-star. So, yeah, that's just a little taste of what he is. And that's honestly how I kind of view most Knicks fans. A lot of you guys are delusional. I'm sorry.
No, seriously.
Look at Stephen A. Smith.
Listen, man, I ain't going to talk like that, man. I want him to sue us. But, but yeah, man, a lot of Knicks fans are delusional. But I'm a Knicks fan, and sometimes I drink the Kool-Aid. But yeah, a lot of y'all crazy, man. I hear y'all all the time, and I'm just like, yo, come on, man. Y'all Spike Lee. Spike Lee's terrible.
So where does Melo go in the triangle?
Yo, Spike Lee, why is he like the mascot of...
He got money.
Yeah, but there's so many other people with money.
He got money.
Man, Spike Lee, whenever they think about the ultimate Knicks fan, they talk about Spike Lee. I don't look like Spike Lee. I don't act like Spike Lee.
And also, they remember when Reggie Miller was about to, wash him. I mean, if you're Spike Lee, and how tall is Spike Lee? Like what, 4'2"?
About 4'2".
Did you really think you have a shot at fighting Reggie Miller?
No, he could have, Zen. He could have shattered his...
In a fight. Mm-hmm. Reggie Miller, Spike Lee. Who you got?
I mean, depend. Is there?
Come on, get out of here, man.
You gotta give me logistics. Is it straight up like, yo, we going at each other?
Straight fisticuffs.
Straight fisticuff, yo, Spike. I mean, yo, son, I seen him in the Malcolm X movie. Man.
So let's see. Should I go with a guy directing movies, who's up to my knees, or go with a professional basketball player who's like what 6'6"? I think I'll go with a professional athlete.
Son, I might go with Spike. Son, I seen a couple of movies where he was throwing some
And you're
hands.
still saying you go with Spike after you met him in person and he completely shunned you, right?
Oh, son, where you gonna bring it up?
I mean, I have to.
Son, man, but we talk about fighting though. We talking about fight. Spike from Brooklyn, so that at least gives him at least a couple of shots.
From
bro.
Brooklyn, baby, from Brooklyn.
Yo, son, so
You seen that video on the internet of that lady going crazy because she's from Brooklyn? She was being interviewed for one of those questions.
Oh,
and
man.
then if you haven't seen that video, I recommend just like, I don't know, just YouTube ladies claiming she's saying I'm from Brooklyn, whatever. It'll probably come up. It's the funniest thing, and she just goes crazy. She has a Brooklyn tattoo, and she's like, Beyonce, Jay-Z, I love them, and she just goes off on Nicki Minaj. She's like, oh, Nicki Minaj, oh, she's a fake bitch, you know. It's hilarious, man.
it's a clear indication of people that's on bath salt. That's basically what it is, man. Like, I'm just saying, this is the world come to, man.
Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
Cocaine, bath salt, all that stuff. But yeah, back to the Knicks, man. My Knicks is what? Right now it's the
third seed currently. I mean,
third
it
seed.
is December, so that don't really mean much.
third seed, fifth seed, eighth seed, whatever seed, we in it, man. Right now we're playing really good. I like what Jeff Hornacek is doing with the team. I like the second team. I like how the cohesive the second team is better than the first team.
You know why? Who is the offense running through in that second team?
Well, Brandon Jennings has the ball most of the time.
Yeah, but who on the starting lineup is playing with that second team?
Porzingis.
Exactly.
Yeah, Porzingis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I gave when the Mets Phil Jackson decided to give Jeff Hornacek a shot.
Yeah.
I told my brother, man, this is a really, really good move. You guys are gonna love this. Jeff Hornacek is really good at staggering minutes in the sense that he's not going to, well, he obviously is, but he's going to limit the minutes that Porzingis play with Melo and D Rose and pretty much give him his own unit, his own starting unit. And he's the guy who's the ball is going through.
Yeah.
And you have a guy who's Porzingis. Porzingis is crazy skilled.
Yeah.
He's 17. He's 7'3" with the skill of a small forward.
Facts.
And that's lethal right there. Obviously, I think eventually he will have to, the Knicks, when they become fully dominant, that is when Porzingis could play.
Hold on. So you're admitting that the Knicks have a potential of becoming fully dominant?
No. Yeah, that's
you can play it back, bruh.
When Porzingis reaches his potential,
Okay.
and he becomes your best player.
Okay. Hey man, listen, man, that's pretty soon because I didn't know what to think of the dude, but Porzingis is alright, man. I mean, I'm not really big on a person their first year pause, and then but when he came back,
And I think about the show, we will say pause a lot.
Oh, definitely, man. If we miss any pause,
let us know.
Let
please.
us know, son.
Like,
right? Please
put the time frame that it was set. For example, right now, like we're at 13 minutes 12 seconds in. 13 minutes 12 seconds. Jonathan, pause.
Yeah, facts.
Pause, boy, pause.
Facts. But Porzingis came to the pause. Porzingis was drafted to the Knicks. I didn't know nothing about the kid, but he came in. He had a couple of good games. I was just like, okay.
Now, were you one of those fans who booed him?
Nah, I didn't have tickets to go to that place. So,
but you would have booed him if you would have seen him there.
Probably because I mean I'm.
Well, what was that?
What do I say? Probably, man. Like, shoot, I ain't gonna be the only one not booing. Everybody like boo. But yeah, I'm just saying. But when he got to the team, I saw he was playing really well, and I was like, okay, is this guy really gonna be here for the whole time? He's gonna play like this? I was afraid he's gonna be Sean Bradley.
I mean, the thing is, Phil Jackson, which is why I think he's very cerebral, he put that in people's heads because he didn't want people to get too high on Porzingis.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
The Zen Master.
That's what I think.
The Zen Master.
Like, in the sense, he's still no Pat Riley in my book, but
of course
in
not.
the sense that, he isn't. He's nowhere near. And I'm not just saying that because I am a Heat fan.
Oh, man. How you a Heat fan in New York?
Oh, great. Here we go with this.
But go ahead.
Would you be saying the same thing from an Orlando Magic fan?
Orlando Magic? Who's an Orlando Magic?
There we go. There you go. I mean, me being a Heat fan right now, I don't get as much hate as I do when LeBron was here. So at least I have that. But yeah, back to what I was saying is
terrible.
Pat, Phil Jackson. I was about to say Pat Riley. How dare I? I'm sorry, Pat, that I even put Phil in the same sentence as you.
Pat Riley doesn't know you.
Pat Riley knows me, man. We're boys. We're boys, all right? I do his hair for him. I do the hair for the homie, all right?
What?
That's how I get him looking sharp.
Oh,
you don't see how Pat Riley just look like the Godfather?
Yeah, man. He definitely looked like he got a couple of... he looked like Michael Corleone's grandson.
It would be nice if I knew who the hell that was.
Dang, bro. You got to watch these movies, bro.
Yeah.
You said the God...
I don't have VHS anymore, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going there.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. So back about Phil Jackson, I love what he did. Essentially, I feel this is a transitional team until the cap space explodes, and they could have a free agent, guys like Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, Gordon Hayward, maybe guys who will be free agents, and maybe the Knicks might want to look into taking, because Melo's getting old. He's no spring chicken. Derrick Rose. I don't know if the Knicks will want to invest as much money as he'll probably get. I'm not gonna say that he's worth, because we've seen some of these crazy contracts.
Yeah, definitely.
Timothy Miles got $72 million. You got guys like Alan Crabbe, $72 million.
Who?
The best signing of the offseason obviously is Tyler Johnson for $50 million.
Oh God,
that's my guy in Miami.
Oh man, everybody was getting crazy. What's his name? Batum got $109 million.
Sheesh, man.
Who?
Sheesh.
Who? Come on, man.
That's the era that we live in now. It's you in the NBA, you have your super teams, which is the Cavs, the Warriors, all right, and after that, you have your second tier. They're not contenders, but they're pretty good teams. Spurs, Clippers. I don't know if there's any other team I'm leaving out there. I don't think Toronto's in their class. Boston's not in their class, And then after that, you just have everyone who's just middle of the pack. Anyone could be anybody. Mm-hmm. And essentially if you're not at the top or you're not tanking, that's where you fit. Yeah. And I guess the Hornets and the Trailblazers, the reason why they give them that money, because, they don't want to be terrible. They at least want to compete, for something. At least try to win some games. But other teams, teams that are full tank mode. Well, Dallas, I think they came in thinking that Harrison Barnes would be their star and the Bogan.
I don't know why. I don't know why they thought Harrison Barnes would be the star.
Steph Curry would play. Steph, I said Steph, not Steph. For those of you listening, well, they don't got Steph Curry. This guy don't know what he's talking about. Steph Curry's little brother. I don't know how they thought that he would produce, but he isn't doing that great for them. But like I've been saying, if it's the year to tank, this is the year. Because we got a lot of good young prospects. We'll talk about them a little later, but back to the Knicks.
The Knicks.
I feel like, personally, I think the Knicks will go as far as Porzingis grows. My personal opinion. Because you know what Melo's going to be. Mm-hmm. Derrick Rose, you kind of have a feeling, he'll occasionally give you that's vintage Rose, and then he'll be like, oh, he's washed up. He'll give you those games. Kyle Quinn is going to play hard. Brandon Jennings is going to keep clapping people's faces trying to start up a fight.
Who?
Brandon Jennings.
Oh, Brandon Jennings.
Yeah.
Double nickel.
As my brother said, the all-star,
Double nickel.
He's going to do him. And, the wild card for this team is how good will Porzingis be by the end of the season. And that's when if I'm a Knicks fan, I'm going to, obviously I want to make the playoffs. I want to try to make a run, see how far we get in the playoffs. You're not beating Cleveland, but heck, who knows who else you could beat. For all we know, the Knicks end up in the conference finals. Yeah, and imagine that. Melo versus LeBron in the conference final. Well, the headline should really be Porzingis versus LeBron. Now, Melo's so better than them.
Thanks, and we already forgot about Melo already. As if
it's a good thing though. It's good because you can't keep banking on a guy who's, what is he, like 32?
He's the same age as LeBron.
31, 32? I don't know.
Yeah, like he's the same age as LeBron. That's crazy. But that's crazy. Like everybody's forgetting about Melo. Like Melo don't do this. Melo is the reason why the Knicks were even, I can't even say they were relevant, but Melo was the only person that was actually doing something when Stat was terrible.
Melo's Melo.
Melo still scored 30 points. Melo could still give you 10 rebounds.
But I think the argument with Melo is what people see is with LeBron, really, because Melo, LeBron's the guy who Melo should be compared with. These are two guys who came up together in terms of that playing each other, in AU or whatever. They were the headliners of the 03 draft. I still don't know how the hell did Darko Milicic get picked ahead of Carmelo Anthony, even though you had Tayshaun Prince. But come on, you gotta be kidding me. Melo, everything that he does,
I know exactly why.
Everything that he does will be compared, but how is it compared to LeBron? Because I think in that draft class, you always got the two guys who they compare you guys in that draft class. Mm-hmm. It would have been Kevin Durant and Greg Oden in their draft, but Greg Oden unfortunately got hurt. That's often how it is.
A solid moment for Greg Oden's career. The great man, college he was dominant.
Man, I thought he was the next Shaquille O'Neal. Son, I kid you not.
I thought he was amazing.
He was dominant, man. Go Buckeyes.
He was better than Kevin Durant in college. I'll tell you now.
Oh, he was. If anyone here who tries to say that Kevin Durant was the obvious first round pick, please come to Brooklyn, New York, so I can smack you.
Son, there's no way a person would have took a person that was 7 foot and that weighed 110 pounds while you have a monster in Ohio State looking like Sasquatch dunking the ball.
And especially people forget that was that era where big man was rare to find, because at that time, who was the big man?
Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown.
Dwight Howard was dominant. I think the second best big man in the league at that time was Kwame Brown. Talking about centers, I'm not including Dirk and Tim Duncan. Probably would have been Tyson Chandler. That was in a league that had pretty good big men. So if you had the opportunity, it's like, wow, this kid is Shaq. This is Shaquille O'Neal.
But hold on, you're not gonna respect my Kwame Brown comment?
Well, Kwame Brown is the biggest draft bust ever.
Pause.
Well, and anyone who tried to argue with me, this dude was a first round pick out of high school. He was expected to be a star, a stud. John over here, who did you say it was the biggest bust? The dude who you said ate himself out the league.
Oh, Sean May.
Come on, man.
Sean May basically ate himself out the league.
Sean May was not expected to be a franchise player, though. He wasn't a lottery pick. Draft bust, in my opinion, is how much is expected of you and how much you actually produce. Bruh. Sean May was not expected to be a franchise player. Okay. Kwame Brown was.
Really? He was drafted to the team with Jordan. What are you talking about?
He was drafted number 1 overall.
Okay.
Out of high school. I believe he's the first number 1 overall pick out of high school. I believe so. And no one ever took that risk on a high school player before, but they took it on him. I think that they believe that, wow, this kid is a generational player.
I don't know why they thought that. I'm pretty sure it had to be like, what year was the draft? 2000?
2000, yeah. The worst draft in NBA history.
See, this is what I think. The reason why Kwame Brown was drafted over everybody else, because of Y2K. Computers weren't working properly. All right? So everything got messed up out there. So that's the reason why Kwame Brown was drafted. I just settled it. There you go.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Y2K, man. That's all it is.
It's too bad I was only 5 years old when that was going on. So
yeah, man. I remember everything, man. Y2K, it was supposed to be somebody else drafted. They got messed up, and that's the reason why Kwame Brown was drafted first overall.
Speaking of bust and just having no future, the Brooklyn Nets. You like that transition, don't you?
Dope.
Yeah, thank you.
Yo, the Nets are terrible. Terrible. They're trash. Oh my gosh.
They're garbage, man.
Yo.
And what makes this worse, man, Billy King, man.
Left like a bandit.
Oh my God. If I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, I'm finding out where the hell Billy King lives, and I'm finding out where that damn owner lives.
Facts.
Because they catching these hands.
Yo, matter of fact, Prokhorov is in Brighton Beach. I seen him yesterday. So he in Brighton. He's in Brighton Fort. I seen Prokhorov, bruh. That's where he at.
If you live in New York, more specifically Brooklyn, you'll get that joke.
Yeah, if you don't, son, I'm sorry. I mean, it's a regional joke.
But oh my gosh, man! Like when that trade happened, and I had a couple of Nets fans as friends who were happy about it. I was like, that will be one of the worst trades in NBA history if you guys do not win a championship.
Facts.
That's a trade you make to win a championship.
Yep.
Because you traded not one. Not two. But 3 players past their prime. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett.
Trace.
and what's his the Jet, Jason Terry, and you give away your future. For and you've been losing for this year. You're complete garbage. You could truly. I mean, last year. I mean, that draft was terrible. If we're being honest, I mean, they don't mind missing out on Jaylen Brown. Isaiah Whitehead might end up being better anyway. Shout out to Isaiah Whitehead, Brooklyn.
Isaiah Whitehead.
But it just baffles me. And Danny Ainge schemed the Nets out of their draft picks because if you think about it, is with the way the CBA is, you have to, you can't lose all your first round picks in consecutive years. So last year they didn't have their first round pick, but this year what happens is Celtics have the rights to switch the picks, which is like, what do you like? Any Nets fans out there? I'm pretty sure right now you're walking towards the ledge just hearing to me talk about this right now.
No, I want y'all to walk towards the ledge and jump. Because Billy King just threw away your future.
Heck, like Brooklyn Nets, unless you guys could somehow make a big splash in free agency, you guys probably won't even be in the playoff hunt for another 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say. 5 years at least.
That's depressing.
Unless somebody free agent takes pity on y'all and just like, you know what, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna rebuild here.
I mean, that's also why they attempted to do what they did last year. What Tyler Johnson and Allen Crabbe, young guys, you don't really know how good they're gonna be.
Yeah,
they have cap space, so why not take a gamble of them?
Sure, that's dead money now.
I thought it was a pretty good gamble, but when you don't have draft picks and you're not a free agent, destination, even though you're in New York is one of the meccas of basketball, which is the only way why the Knicks are so popular. If the Knicks were playing in freaking Oklahoma City or Wyoming, no one would even care about it.
See, this is the disrespect. You just said New York is the mecca for basketball, right?
New York is not the Knicks.
It is the Knicks. The Knicks is the mecca. That's the Garden. Who plays in the Garden? The Knicks. Stop disrespecting my team. Put some respect on my team.
All right. So, for example, if the Knicks were to move to South Dakota,
okay,
is the Knicks still the mecca of basketball?
No, it's the Garden. It's the Garden.
It's the Garden. But the thing is, it's about the city, not the team who plays there. The Knicks are blessed to play in this great city. Blessed, and they haven't done anything with it.
Or the city is blessed to have us, man. What you talking about?
Just the fact that you said that's disrespectful. Is that really how you think about New York, man?
Yo, man, listen,
a bunch of losers, a bunch of sorry excuses.
Let me tell you, man. Patrick Ewing, Clyde Frazier,
owner who don't know what the hell he's doing.
Earl the Pearl Monroe. Look at
Patrick Ewing. When was that? Before I was born.
Larry Johnson.
You know what I mean? And those guys. And Patrick Ewing, he's crazy and appreciated by Knicks fans, in my opinion, just because he never won a championship. I don't think Knicks fans know how great Patrick Ewing was.
Listen, man. I know how great Patrick Ewing was, man. I respected him as not only as a player, as a man, and also a Jamaican man, son. Son, the dude is amazing, son. He was one of the only players I ever seen drink ginger beer in the bench. Everybody was drinking Gatorade. That's why he was so nice. They was drinking ginger beer, eating jerk chicken in the middle of the game, son. It was amazing.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not a Knicks hater. I do like to poke fun on the Knicks, but I do want to one day see the Knicks win a championship just because I am in New York. I love my New York sports. I will put up with Knicks fans talking crap in my ear, but, the Knicks, man, and the thing that sucks is right now we're being badly represented. The Brooklyn Nets, I mean, the Knicks, they're on the climb. I'm not going to hate on the Knicks, but the Brooklyn Nets, man, Jesus Christ, bro.
Yo, the Nets is bad.
Jesus Christ, man.
I remember when the trade happened. First off, when Prokhorov took over for the Nets, they were trying to get Melo. And because of them trying to get Melo, we overpaid for Melo.
Yeah.
So we overpaid for Melo.
Gave away all your assets.
Oh my God, Gallinari is still killing out there, man. That was my dude, son.
Dalino Gallinari. I love hearing that.
Yo, Gallinari was dope. He was mixing dude like it was pasta, son. He was mixing them like it was pasta.
One thing I always said about Gallinari is he was nice, but this dude always looked lost. Like his facial expression in the court was always like he didn't know what the hell he was.
I mean, man, as long as you give me 20 points, man, I don't care where you are. Like, I don't care if you Shaq the full All-Star. If JaVale McGee, if JaVale McGee was on my team, I don't care if you run the opposite. If you give me 10 boards, sign you. I'm giving you a max contract.
Ah, man. Speaking of JaVale McGee, what is your favorite ever Shackton with JaVale McGee on Shackton?
Oh, let's see. It had to be the one where he grabbed a rebound, and then he set a pick. I think John Wall told him to go back, and then I don't know. He just starts running the other way.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was
oh
the
my
best
God.
one to me.
That was funny. And in the back they had the trumpet sound. One of my favorite ones is because Shaq's voice is hilarious to me. Is he was shooting free throws, right? And he shot an air ball.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
And then Shaquille O'Neal was just like, JaVale Ball, JaVale Ball, JaVale Ball. I don't know. I find that hilarious. That one and the tragic Bronson. Oh man, but yeah. So yeah, let's just get back. So yeah. So Nets fans, I'm sorry.
Yo,
Don't expect your team to be good anytime soon.
Yo, man, I'm praying for y'all. Like as a Knicks fan, I'll let y'all know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, there is a light, man. Seriously, because
I mean, the Knicks are pretty much with the Nets now, but they've been there for a couple of decades.
Yeah, a couple of decades. So, I mean, that have to do with people that are suffering do. Just sing some spirituals. I mean, pray, and then one day, man, you guys will be great again. Because I don't know, man. Now that just
all I gotta say is, finish what you're saying.
No,
Sorry to interrupt you.
The Nets are like a girl that has a crazy body but ugly. Seriously, like your body mad crazy but you ugly. So everybody want to beat, but nobody want to be with you. You know what I mean? So it's just like the Nets.
They're tempted, but ain't nobody staying with you.
Nobody's staying with you. So it's just like Darren Williams left. Dwight Howard thought about it, but he was like, "Nah, you ugly." Like,
Dwight Howard wanted to be there with the Nets was there, but the NBA, the Orlando didn't want to give him up.
Yeah,
the Orlando didn't want to send him to a place he wanted to be because they were being petty.
Yo, son, like mad players wanted to come to the Nets, but
and when you look at that, nobody won that trade. Orlando didn't win that trade.
Nobody.
The Lakers didn't win that trade.
Nobody.
So.
Houston,
I mean, for Orlando, you probably could have Brook Lopez, but then again, they ended up with Nikola Vucevic, who's, in my opinion, might be the best center in the Eastern Conference. So,
man, I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of players I don't know.
He makes barbecue chicken every single night.
Barbecue chicken. All right, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. But back to the Knicks and Nets. Oh man, the Nets.
I mean,
terrible.
they're polar opposite. The future is better for Knicks fans. Knicks fans, be excited about your future because Porzingis is a stud. If
you stay healthy,
if he stays healthy, which I think he might, he hasn't really got. He does take a lot of awkward falls though. That does kind of scare you.
Weird,
but he gets up like nothing happened.
We see what happened.
Derrick Rose, not sure if he'll be there next year.
I don't even want Derrick Rose. Honestly, I don't even want Derrick Rose on the team.
And also, you know what? I did say this to John a couple of weeks ago. He looked like I had 10 heads. I don't know if some of you guys remember when LeBron said he wanted to play with D Wade, CP3, and Melo. My opinion is the only place that could happen is New York.
So you starting something right now.
And listen, folks, I'm not a Knicks fan, so those of you thinking that I'm coming up with this because I'm a Knicks fan, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but would it not make sense? Because think about it. All right, bear with me, okay? You could somehow, in order to unload Joakim's contract, you would definitely have to give us some draft picks. And Courtney Lee, you had to probably unload his contract, and then you just have a bunch of guys on 1-year deals. And essentially, what you could do is this is going to take a lot of maneuvering for Phil Jackson. You're going to have to pull a genius. CP3 is probably going to have to take less money. LeBron's going to have to take a lot less money instead of getting that monster contract that everyone's expecting him to get with Cleveland. And D Wade will have to take a lot less money.
Not happening.
It's not. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could happen.
Listen,
I mean, as a Heat fan, literally, I thought LeBron James was going to Brooklyn because I had this weird conspiracy that, he's in cahoots with Jay-Z. He's friends with Jay-Z. So, Jay-Z's like, come to Brooklyn, make this your borough. We're going to overthrow New York, the New York Knicks as team of New York. And I was like, wow, that has to be very, very enticing for LeBron. And he ended up going to Miami. Honestly, when he said, I'm going to South Beach, I still remember that night I was watching that in my parents' room. My heart dropped when he said that.
And then he went to the hospital.
My heart dropped, man. Oh, and thank God my dad didn't drive me to go to church with him. Oh.
But no, see, the same way, the only reason that can happen is if you have a person that believes in God. Like, see how Steph Curry is a man of God, and he got Kevin Durant. I need somebody to be that religious or the Knicks.
And Dwayne Wade's mother is she's a pastor.
Yeah, but that means he could go to the Bulls, not come to the Knicks.
I mean,
that's not happening.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's just that like I said, they have to do a lot of maneuvering.
That
But
did
if it
not
were
happen.
to, but out of all those guys, if it were to happen, who's locked in a contract long term? Melo. So wouldn't it make sense while they're still playing? Wouldn't it make sense to team up with Melo? I mean, that wouldn't be your first choice, but he's the guy who's locked in long term. Because LeBron got a 1-1, D Wade got a 1-1. Chris Paul is a free agent next offseason. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Please do not attack me in the comments saying that I'm a delusional fan. All right, so yeah, so you know what? I think we took a little bit of basketball. Probably go back to it more. Took little enough. Major League Baseball. Oh, wait. Please, guys, if you're not, do not stop this video and tune out. Please do not stop the podcast. All right?
If you do stop it, we're gonna slap you. Like, bow.
Make baseball great again. Baseball.
Make baseball great again. Yo,
You
I
like
don't think you
that,
want to
right?
use that slogan.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to use that.
I think I'm safe from now. Come on, man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I think I'm safe. Hopefully.
Present. Like,
Hopefully I'm safe. Please,
Yeah,
please
yeah,
don't
right.
mention anything about the some guy who got like. Please don't mention that.
Yeah,
We try to stay politics free because we know we kind of want everyone to listen to us, and you know we avoid that. But yeah, make baseball great again, man. Make baseball fun again.
So yeah, Major League Free Agency.
Major
Let's
League
go.
free agency. You know, Yankees is my team. DJ John Doe, who you like? The Mets,
Of course,
the tragic
all,
Mets.
all day. Mets all day. But yet we've been in the playoffs both years.
Man, the Mets are dangerous, man. The
Yeah, of
Mets
course.
are dangerous.
I like that.
I've been saying last year I was saying the only team that I think who could beat the Cubs in the National League were the Mets. Because to beat the Cubs, you need to have at least 3 aces on your team. Guess what? The Mets got 4 aces. If Zach Wheeler is healthy, possibly 5 aces.
I don't even know who Zach Wheeler is, bro. I've
thing-
never seen him play. He's like Sasquatch. I have never seen this brother play.
The thing is,
at all.
he I think like 2 or 3 years ago, whatever.
3
he
years
came
ago.
Up, and he dominated for
Yeah,
and
like
it
12
is
and 12, I think.
Yeah,
14
you know,
and 14, something like
it's a very very small sample size, but you know, apparently he played really really good. And Mets fans, they went crazy of him, but he has been healthy ever since.
Yeah.
And if there's a guy being traded, he's probably the first one out the door just due to the fact he can't stay healthy.
that. Him and William Flores.
Well, first they're probably gonna start crying and they won't
Listen,
trade him
man.
away anymore.
Listen, man. But anyway, back to the Mets. The Mets are amazing. Like
Re-signed Cespedes.
Cespedes, like, yo, listen, man. I'm so happy that Cespedes signed. He swam all the way over here to be on the team, and now son, all I want to be like Guantanamera, Arriba Guantanamera, Guantanamera. Yo, man, Cespedes, man, he's gonna give you 30 home runs. He's gonna give you between 80 to 100 RBIs. He might be at bat 280 to 300, 310 possibly. Oh my gosh, I love the signing, but now we have too many outfielders.
Too many outfielders and too little infielders.
Yeah, the reason why we have too little infielders because David Wright's
David Wright, retire, bro. It's
Yo,
over. I'm
yo,
sorry. It's
I-
done. You're
I-
finished.
I've said this before, but please, somebody kick David Wright in the back. If his wife loves him, man, kick him in the back while he's sleeping.
Yeah, like
If your daughter loves you, kick your dad in the back.
I kind of understand, you know, that
I don't understand.
because it's hard when you've been playing the game for such a long time, and all of a sudden, you know, the competitor that I assume he is that he probably feels like, nah, I'm gonna come back from this back injury, this neck injury, and I'm gonna be David Wright again. I think he truly believes that. He doesn't see what everyone else sees. He's like, bro, you're done.
Yo,
You got nothing.
the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result.
Well, heck,
Somebody told me
if
that.
at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again,
All right, okay,
and then try again.
But no, seriously,
And try
man.
again.
Stupid. But no, seriously, this brother is insane. This brother he has been healthy in 4 years. All right, he's taking up $23 million. Yo, Prince Fielder had to retire because of the same type of injury, same back injury, neck injury, whatever, and insurance paid for it. I'm just saying, you're gonna get your money, bro. You're gonna get your money. You get probably 75 cents of the dollar, or you get your full contract. Prince Fielder got his whole contract. That $23 million could bring in another player, bro. What are you doing? You're doing this on purpose. You don't love. If you were the true
Edwin
captain,
Encarnacion.
yo, if he was a true captain, he would say, you know what, guys, I'm retiring. You have the $23 million. Do whatever you want with it. But since he's not a true leader, he's taking the money. He's probably going broke. That's why.
And you guys talk bad about my boy A-Rod, huh?
Man, A-Rod, I love A-Rod, man. I love A-Rod.
A-Rod took one for the team, and he didn't have to retire this season. They did force him out the door, give him a fake consultant job, whatever.
Of course.
But heck, if he never went up, we wouldn't be able to call Tyler Austin, Aaron Judge, the Kraken, Gary Sanchez, who John is probably the number one Gary Sanchez hater.
I'm not a hater. All the young players that are on the Yankees.
There we go.
First off, Yankee fans feel like these guys are Hall of Famers already. They're just saying, they want to go to, they want to go to the Monument Park? Monument Park.
Cooperstown.
No, Cooperstown.
Monument Park is Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
Cooperstown is the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. They want to go to Monument Park
and Cooperstown.
Take the Mickey Mantle plots out. Take the Joe DiMaggio plot out and put Gary Sanchez over there. Like, you guys have him.
Well, we don't need to take it out. Gary Sanchez is gonna be right next to him.
Okay, relax, guys. Like, he's only had a small sample size in the major leagues. I'm just saying, give him some time. All the Yankee fans already have him as an all-star already. You guys have him as an all-star. You have Bryce Harper as a Yankee with $400 million. It's insane. You guys are insane.
Now, that only happens if we were able to get rid of Jacoby and Brett Garner, which I highly doubt.
How many years are left on this guy's contract? 2 years? 1 year?
I think it's 2 years on Brett. 3. I need to look that up, honestly. But I wish I could look up on my phone. But you guys gonna hear a bunch of static right now.
So yeah, they have multiple years left on their contract. Not free agents anytime soon.
Yeah. So pretty much is.
You probably have to trade some guy. If you trade him, you have to trade some prospects, and you guys love your prospects.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that because the thing is, we're probably gonna give him another year because Clint Frazier probably gonna get called up to the show this season. Gleyber Torres is he tore up in the fall league, man. Like the Gleyber Torres got me excited, and watching ports got me excited watching him play, and Jorge Mateo did have a shaky season, but a dude who stole over 80 stolen bases in a season, that's someone you keep around. Hopefully he can fix his attitude. I know last year he was mad about not being in Double A. He was mad that he has to be in Single A again. But gosh, keep an eye out for that.
All you Yankee fans are the same. All you guys are so ecstatic about prospects. You guys are always over-exaggerate about your pitching. You guys are over-exaggerated. Yo, this is not the late 90s.
Is it because you're just a jealous Mets fan?
I'm not a jealous Mets fan. I'm tired of talking to Yankee fans. Oh, you're 27 championships, bro. 27 championships. How many championships were won during the Jim Crow era?
Yeah, and how many were in the late 90s and 2000s? More than a franchise.
Oh God!
See, oh God!
This is why you can't argue with a lot of these Yankees.
I mean, the thing is, you can't argue about a team and argue about their fan base when their team is elite. Yankees fans, our fan base is a little rockers, but that's because we're truly passionate about our team.
No, you guys are insane.
Well, you guys are just used to mediocrity.
It's not being used to mediocrity. It's about
being used to mediocrity.
It's about what you guys have in front of you. It's 2016. Your team didn't make the playoffs. You guys have a lot of young, unproven players. You guys have guys that are in Double A. It's like me saying that the Mets are gonna be great with the guys that are minor leaguers. We don't know. You don't know what you guys have.
All right, so right now you're just generalizing fans, and pretty much is what you're saying is that all Yankees fans are expecting our prospects to be top players. That is not true.
Okay.
We're expecting our top prospects to pan out, but what fan base does not expect their top prospects to pan out?
I'm just saying it's prospects. You don't know what these guys have.
You don't know. But if top prospects, okay, so. For example, when Bryce Harper came up, he was their number one prospect.
Oh, Bryce Harper.
People expected him.
He's going to be a Yankee.
Okay, fine. Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, he's going to be a Yankee too, right?
But essentially, is whenever you have top prospect and they show you all this skill, this talent, you assume they're going to be good. You don't assume they're going to be bad. You're mad at Yankees fans because we assume great things for our top prospects.
No. It's
We
not that.
assume-
It's not that.
What is it?
It's if any other franchise were to say the same exact thing about their young players, you guys would be like, well, we have to see a large sample size.
I don't know who sound like that. If they do sound like that, they need some medication.
I'm just saying. It's just I'm tired of Yankee fans talking, and then you guys feel like you guys are gonna get every free agent. The days of George Steinbrenner, may he rest in peace, are long gone. Long gone. You guys
Yankees fans, we don't feel like we're gonna get any free agent
Really?
anymore.
really, Bryce Harper.
Anymore.
Don't you guys have that on Twitter?
That's it.
Bryce Harper.
Just him. Who else? Who else but Bryce Harper? Name me another one who you see Yankees fans going crazy and we're gonna sign. That they are serious about.
Matt Harvey last year before Matt Harvey got
Get the hell out of here. That was a few Yankees fans.
You guys were just like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see Matt Harvey on the freaking Yankees. He looks really good in pinstripe. Yeah, get out of here.
All right, so Yankees fans, we sound like that. We have like, what accent was that?
I don't know. It's just a bunch of like words. I can't wait, man. Get out of here, yo, man. All I'm saying is, Yankee fans need to calm down. Let's see what happens in spring
Don't
training.
calm down, Yankees fans. Get wild.
You guys, the winter.
It's finna be lit.
Listen, man.
It's about to be live.
Listen, man.
It's about to be live in the Bronx, all right? The baby bombers are coming up. We got some more baby bombers in our farm system. You know, obviously not every prospect is going to work out.
Probably
but
1%.
just by natural law, the more top prospects you have, the more likely one or two of them are going to play out to their expectations. It's not we have one top prospect. We have several top prospects.
Okay.
Who there'll be other top prospects in another organization.
All right, great.
To be the best prospect.
But
I mean, you just give yourself more top prospect. You give yourself a better opportunity to win.
Listen, I'm just happy you guys signed Chapman to a crazy contract. Hopefully, he's able to.
It's gonna pan out.
I hope so. I hope his arm holds on.
The thing is why I hate people are not understanding that there's a new standard in terms of what a reasonable, quote unquote, a reasonable contract is. Right now, Aroldis Chapman, I guarantee you 3 to 4 years from now, especially when Zach Britton from the Orioles becomes a free agent, Chapman's contract is most likely going to look like a reasonable contract. I mean, Kenley Jansen from the Dodgers, he got $6 million less for the Dodgers. Is anyone going crazy saying that the Dodgers, crazy overpaid him?
I don't know, bro.
I know. And if you're the Yankees, I think it's a move you have to make. Dylan Betances looks so shaky at the end of last season, especially with his defensive. He, anytime he come in for a closing situation, he couldn't get runners off base, or he'd put runners on base. And he just looked very, very shaky for me. Tyler Clippard, I like him, but I can't have him as the everyday setup guy. This sets us up. I'm not saying we're gonna make the playoffs next year, but we'll at least be a little more competitive, depending on how much our young players develop. And Matt Holliday, who's a big, big sign for us.
Oh my gosh, no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's
You're saying no. You're saying no. He's not in terms of numbers. You're talking about numbers right now, aren't you?
I'm talking about he's done. He's washed. Matt Holliday.
He's talking about numbers. I'm talking about having the locker room guy exist.
Okay,
just so you know, you need a locker room guy.
All right.
We lost Brian McCann. Brian McCann was a great, great locker room guy for our young players, and losing him, while they give us prospects and they give us more cat room, it's kind of making sense to keep him. But you need that veteran presence. If a guy's going through a slump, he's having an 0-4, during the game, you need a guy who's going to be next to him on the bench. It's like, hey, take it easy, take a deep breath. You got to, your next at bat. Maybe doing something wrong. If a kid makes a big error, we're top of the ninth, we're up 3-2, and a kid pulls a Luis Castillo. I know you guys remember that. Mets fans, you guys remember that.
Okay.
If a guy pulls a Luis Castillo and drops an easy pop up, and who in the locker room instead of in the dugout, instead of the kid hanging his head down, like, wow, I really screwed that up. Oh my god, I suck. Like, hey, take it easy, man. Relax. You still got some baseball left.
That doesn't matter in baseball.
It matters.
Let me tell you, the '86 Mets hated each other. They used to throw bats at each other.
That's when players used to play on cocaine, bro.
Yo, man, listen, and it worked. This is another thing is
you
don't need locker room guys if you have steroids. I've said this before. McCann.
There's no steroids now.
Yeah, man. That's the reason why a lot of these guys are breaking down. McCann was one of the greatest young talents in Atlanta Braves. And once he became like 28, 29, he lost everything.
I mean, another thing you could say is one thing that the post steroids era produced for us is a lot of young talent.
Okay.
I mean, one argument that I see a lot of guys talk a lot about baseball is keep saying is we would never have this much young talent if the steroid era still exists because these young kids would not be getting a chance because guys who should be past their prime and they're taking steroids, they're still producing big numbers. So prospects aren't getting called up. They're not getting they're not everyday players. They're probably here and there in the game, but they're not consistent everyday players. But now guys are declining when they should decline, and these young guys, they're playing. I mean, look at the Cubbies. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be good for a while.
Yeah.
And they're older players weren't their best players. Their older players were just glue players. And the guys, just in and out. Jason. Well, I mean, Jason Hayward was straight trash. But I mean, he's a solid. Jason Hayward.
I don't know what's up with that guy, bro. He was really good. No, ever
I
since
mean,
he
got hit in the face. Yeah.
Yeah. Once he broke his jaw, but I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know. Maybe every guy's different because the guy in Miami, he got his jaw broken too, and he's still hitting home runs as if he's on his.
D. Gordon.
No, Stanton.
Yeah. John Stanton.
Yeah, he got
I mean,
his
he still
jaw
strikes out a lot though.
Yeah, but those bombs he hits, Jesus Christ, it's like he's hitting them to Havana, bro. Jesus.
But yeah, like I was saying is, I truly feel with the steroids era being over, we're seeing a lot of great young players.
True.
And it's a steroids player.
We're seeing a lot of good baseball as well too. So I'm not gonna lie. The thing about the steroid era, that was between 96 to like 2000 something. There was a lot of.
Wasn't it a little earlier than 96?
Probably. That's when I started watching, and then those guys are huge. But
Pause.
Pause. Definitely pause. But yeah, there was the fielding. I can't say that. I won't say the fielding wasn't as good, but there's more attention to detail when it comes to pitching. Pitching, like a lot of pitchers were giving up a lot of runs. The only few pitchers, like the pitchers of the Atlanta Braves, like Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, those type of pitchers, Pedro Martinez, they had low ERAs, but a lot of pitchers had high ERAs and everything. So the steroid era brought a lot of home runs, a lot of excitement. But now if you're a fan of baseball, you're seeing a lot of good baseball. Like, all right, the Mets have like 5 starters that are like a potential all-stars. I mean, it's because there's more good pitching. There's less people that could just on a bad pitch hit a one-armed home run out of the ballpark. So now you have to really, really be pay attention to detail.
Yeah, and also one thing why ratings went down is guys ain't hitting dingers anymore.
Nah, casual fans love dingers. It's just like in basketball, people love Steph Curry, whatever. Yeah, they like him because he shoots threes. They like LeBron true. because he
dunks on people.
Like that's what people want. Like if you're a casual fan, you don't want to see 1-0. You don't want to see
the game played properly.
No, nobody wants to see how the Spurs play. If you're not a fan of basketball, you don't care about
I'd rather watch the Spurs play than the Warriors play.
Yeah, but you're a fan of basketball.
This is true.
But if you're a casual fan, you want to see a guy that's
for pitching, in as a reliever, I'd rather see Andrew Miller pitch than see Chapman throw 103 miles an hour.
Oh, that's another reason I don't like Chapman, because Chapman's just a thrower. Will he be a...
He's able to locate his pitches, though.
No, he's not. Did you see him in the World Series, bro?
Bro.
Joe,
he was gassed, man.
Hey, man, whatever, bro.
And the fact that he was even able to finish that game was pretty big. It showed that he had the guts and he has a lot of heart. Which is another reason why I'm happy with him.
Man, I love all those Cuban players because all of them have guts, bro.
This is true. Rest in peace, Jose Fernandez.
Yeah, man. Orlando Duque Hernandez, one of my favorite players of all time. That dude has guts, bro. Like, seriously. But anyways, I'm moving on.
But yeah, so you know what? I want to go back to basketball because we kind of hit something, previously when we was talking about, guys you rather watch. You was talking about how you prefer more the game being played the right way, quote unquote. And I just said I prefer to watch the Spurs and the Warriors play. Right now, NBA League Pass. Who's the team you're watching?
NBA League Pass. NBA League Pass. Who I'm watching.
Please apologize for John being in and out. He doesn't know that he has to speak into the mic.
Yeah. Pause. But if I'm watching, I like how the Lakers are playing. I really like how that young team is playing. Mm-hmm. I saw them play against the Knicks, and I really want to start watching them more. They play the right way. They set screens not only for the person that has the ball, but they set off
You're
the
learning
screen.
the game.
I'm learning the
You're
game.
learning
Yeah,
the
man.
game.
They learn
Off-ball screens
Off
are
ball
more important than on-ball screens.
Yeah, man. What's that? Randall? What's his name? Randall?
Julius Randle.
Yeah, he's setting really good screen.
Uh-huh.
So I like the Lakers a lot. I don't know if they're gonna win
And
a lot
he's
of
not
games.
setting those Draymond Green moving screens.
Oh man, terrible. Another team I'm liking is the Spurs, obviously. But I wish the Timberwolves would have.
Would win games, but
Yeah.
unfortunately they're not.
These guys. Really
Hey,
hurt my
Timberwolves,
heart.
man. You guys have a guy named Zach LaVine. You got a first round pick. You want to give it to Miami for going Dragic. Make it happen, man. Make it happen, baby.
Yo, listen, man. Those are the teams. If I'm watching any team on League Pass, it's gonna be the Lakers, and it's gonna be Golden State, just because I just want to see them play.
I can't watch. I've honestly, and don't get me wrong. I do not hate Golden State. I'm not hating on them. I honestly don't care if they're in the championship. I'd rather see them than Cleveland because I actually hate Cleveland. But I can't
Joakim
watch.
Noah.
You ever hear any sound qualification on Cleveland? What's so good about Cleveland? But I cannot watch the Warriors play. They're just too damn good. And it's just, for me, it's not fun watching blowouts and watching the way they play. And they do a great job by setting off the ball screens and moving away off the ball.
Yeah.
But that kind of gets lost in how fast they're played
Yeah.
because the guys are just that talented.
Jesus.
I've probably watched one or two Warriors games, and the Warriors game I've watched was them against the Lakers, them against the Phoenix Suns, and that's it. And that's a couple of my favorite League Pass teams. Los Angeles Lakers, I love watching them play. Young talent is probably, that's why in the NBA, it's good. Either you're really good or you're really bad. Because if you're really good, you're contending. If you're really bad, you get a couple of young players. In free agency, obviously if you're bad, that means you're not spending a lot of money on players. You have room for free agency. You have money for free agents. And if you're in the middle, like you're the Atlanta Hawks, you're all right. But what have you done the past 20 years? The Atlanta Hawks have been. I didn't look up the last time the Atlanta Hawks did not make the playoffs. They've been consistently making the playoffs, but has they ever? They've been to the conference finals once. The past 10 years, whatever. They never won a championship. They never get a big name free agent.
No.
They haven't drafted their superstar. And look at the Warriors. They've been bad for a long time. You draft Steph. You draft Clay. Draymond was a second-round pick. And then you start building around that. And now look what you have, a dynasty. Heck, Cavaliers can't win with LeBron because you're really good. You're not getting any draft picks. You're not attracting much free agents. LeBron was playing with a bunch of scrubs. Goes to Miami. You draft Kyrie. You draft Tristan Thompson. You draft Andrew Wiggins. LeBron gets traded. LeBron signs with them.
No, you forgot.
You trade Wiggins to
No,
Kevin
hold
Love.
up.
I forgot Kobe Wade.
Kobe
AKA
Wade.
Deion Wade.
Kobe
If you guys
Wade.
do not know, when Deion Wade was in Syracuse, he had his teammates call him Kobe Wade because he's a combination of Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. Look this up. I kid you not. So yeah. So whenever you see it's not Deion Wade, it's Kobe Wade. All right.
He must have been Kobe Wade their final season in the NBA. That nigga's trash. I could definitely be Deion Waiters in 1-on-1 though.
Just chuck up a bunch of bad shots and yell, and one.
That dude is so trash. I don't understand it. Like he can't get everything together.
That's just another guy, who just hasn't gotten better since he came to the league.
Facts.
And a lot of that does have to do a work ethic. The thing is with Deion Waiters, I don't think it's his work ethic. I think he just really thinks he's better than he really is.
That's crazy. Find a niche, bro.
That's a big issue. Whenever you think you're better, confidence is a good thing to have, but if you're overconfident, you're gonna be trying to do too much. And if you guys look up on YouTube, Deion Waiters clapping at LeBron.
Yeah,
you do not clap at LeBron James to pass you the basketball.
Exactly.
Or he will trade you.
Yes,
and what happened? LeBron traded him.
Traded.
Bye. You don't got no rings. You only making $5 million in Miami. Doesn't look like when you do come back. Doesn't look like you probably get more money. But that's why if any young athletes playing, stay humble, man. Stay humble
And don't mess with LeBron.
Yeah.
If anything, be LeBron's friend, like James Jones.
Facts. Or Chris Anderson, who should be at the league right now, but right now he's playing with them.
Son, if you're LeBron's friend, you will be on any team
Or you'll be like Tristan Thompson. The only thing you could do is grab rebounds, which anyone who's 6'10" could do. But you'll end up with a max contract, and you'll end up dating what is it, Khloe Kardashian?
I don't know.
Or Kourtney? Khloe Kourtney?
One of them Kardashians.
Yeah, I
Man,
honestly,
stay
literally,
away.
I'm not one of those people who's acting like I don't know them like that. I really do not know them. I only know Kim.
Yeah,
The other ones I really don't know that well, to be honest with
listen, all I know, man, is just stay away from all the Kardashians, man.
you. Man, that's hard to do.
Bruh, did you not see Lamar Odom is back in rehab? Kanye West is crazy.
These dudes don't care, man. You ever seen South Park?
Mm-hmm.
When Jimmy, right, they're pretty much telling him this ad is pretend to be a girl, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, and the ad is essentially evil and trying to make him do things that he shouldn't be doing, and then he's like, what, she's actually not that bad, and they're like, Jimmy, you're thinking with your dick. That's what these actors are doing.
Yeah, man.
They're not thinking with their hair right now. They're just thinking with their dick. It's like, oh, I could probably get in that. I might end up cracking and be in rehab.
I'm staying away from any Kardashian. I mean, if anything, if this podcast blows up, I probably will go to a Kardashian, man. I'll go to.
There we go. I know damn sure Kendall Jenner comes up to me. Shit. Hell yeah, I'll take you on a date.
Shit, man.
Shit.
I'll take. Man, they got more money than us, man. They taking me on a date.
Man, they got more money than me and my
Shit,
ancestors.
Man. Shit, man. Yeah, man. We still looking for reparations.
So on that note, thank you guys for listening to the podcast, episode 1.
Yeah.
Jonathan, aka Jonathan, my
then
co-host.
John, aka DJ John Doe.
And we hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys continue to follow us. See you next episode, guys. Peace.
Yeah.